What if I told you, happiness is not something you chase. It's something you practice, deliberately, daily, like a skill. The problem is, most people treat happiness like a lucky accident. If I get the promotion, if I meet the right person, if things finally calm down, then I'll be happy. But the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, saw it completely differently. They believed that happiness isn't a future event. It's a daily discipline, built through small, intentional actions that make you strong inside and peaceful no matter what's happening outside. And in this video, you're about to learn 5 Stoic rules that, if you start practicing today, will make you calmer, stronger, and yes, happier every single day. Stay with me until the end, because rule #5 is the one most people never even think about. Yet it might be the fastest way to transform how you feel when you wake up tomorrow morning. And if you're ready to stop waiting for happiness and start building it, hit that subscribe button so we can grow stronger together. Rule 1. Begin each day with ownership, not expectation. Most people open their eyes in the morning and instantly hand over control of their mood to the outside world. They check their phone, they read the news, they scroll through social media. Within 5 minutes, their mind is flooded with other people's opinions, fears, and demands. And just like that, they've lost the day before it even began. The Stoics had a radically different approach. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Notice what he's doing here. He's taking ownership of the morning. He's not asking the day to make him happy. He's deciding to begin from a place of gratitude and self-command. Ownership means this: you take responsibility for your internal state before the world has a chance to hijack it. It's the difference between saying, "I hope today is a good day," and "I'm going to make today a good day." The Stoic method is simple, but it takes discipline. Start with silence. Before touching your phone or speaking to anyone, take a few deep breaths. Ground yourself in the present moment. Set your intention. Ask yourself, what kind of person will I be today? Not what will I get, but how will I act no matter what happens? Accept the challenges ahead. Epictetus advised that we should expect obstacles, not be shocked by them. If you know difficulties are coming, you can meet them with calm instead of frustration. Why does this rule bring happiness? Because happiness isn't about what happens, but about how you show up. If you begin each day as the author of your state of mind, you stop being a prisoner of events. Think about it. If the only time you can be happy is when everything goes your way, you're doomed to spend most of your life waiting. But if you can start the day with strength and clarity, you can face almost anything without losing your peace. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake up in a quiet palace of luxury. He woke up to political chaos, military campaigns, and constant criticism. Yet he still began each day by reminding himself of his values and his power to live by them. That's why his writings still inspire us almost 2,000 years later. So tomorrow morning, before you check a single notification, claim your mental space. Decide how you will think, act, and respond. That's how you take ownership. And that's how you lay the foundation for happiness that no one can take away from you. Rule 2. Master the art of needing less. Most people think happiness comes from getting more. More money, more recognition, more comfort, more likes. The Stoics saw this as one of the greatest traps of the human mind. Seneca warned, "If you don't regard what you have as enough, you will never be happy, even if you rule the world." That's not just philosophy. That's a law of human psychology. The more you base your peace on gaining things, the more restless you become, because now your happiness is chained to something you can lose. The Stoic rule? Need less, not in a way that makes life miserable or joyless, but in a way that breaks your dependence on external conditions. This doesn't mean you shouldn't work hard or enjoy life's pleasures. The Stoics weren't monks in caves. They were leaders, soldiers, statesmen. But they practiced contentment first, so they could enjoy what they had without the constant anxiety of needing more. Here's how you apply it daily. Gratitude reset. Every morning, list 3 things you already have that make your life better. They can be simple: your health, your family, your morning coffee. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. Practice voluntary discomfort. Epictetus suggested occasionally eating simple meals, sleeping without luxury, or going without certain comforts. This isn't punishment, it's training. It teaches your mind that you can be okay without the extras. Cut one unnecessary desire. Ask yourself, do I need this to be happy? If the answer is no, see how it feels to let it go. When you master the art of needing less, you gain something incredibly rare: freedom. If your happiness depends on fewer conditions, then fewer things can take it away. You're no longer a puppet whose strings are pulled by possessions, status, or approval. Marcus Aurelius could have demanded endless luxuries as emperor, but he often lived simply, wearing the same cloak for years and eating plain meals. Why? Because he didn't want to be owned by what he owned. He wanted to be free. And here's the hidden bonus. When you need less, you actually enjoy more. Every small pleasure feels richer because you're not numb from excess. So if you want daily peace, start by removing one craving at a time. The lighter your heart, the easier it is to be happy every single day. Rule 3. Control the controllable, release the rest. One of the biggest sources of daily stress is this. We spend most of our mental energy fighting battles we can't win, because they were never ours to win in the first place. We obsess over what other people think of us. We replay old conversations, wishing we'd said something different. We worry endlessly about the future, as if the sheer force of worry could bend it to our will. The Stoics saw this mental pattern as the ultimate thief of peace. Epictetus put it bluntly: some things are in our control, and others are not. He believed that the greatest skill you could ever develop was the ability to know the difference and live accordingly. Here's the Stoic breakdown. In your control, your thoughts, your actions, your choices, your effort, your perspective. Not in your control, other people's opinions, the past, random events, the weather, the economy, the ultimate outcome of your efforts. This might seem obvious when you hear it, but in practice, most people live the exact opposite way. They give 80% of their energy to what they can't control, and barely 20% to what they can. The Stoic flips that completely. Marcus Aurelius, ruler of the most powerful empire in the world, still woke up every day knowing there was much he couldn't control. Invasions, plagues, betrayal, even his own death. Yet he refused to waste himself on what was beyond his reach. Instead, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So, how do you apply this rule daily? Spot the leak. When you feel anxious or frustrated, ask, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Your mind is your home. Don't rent space to what you can't change. Shift to action. If something is within your control, focus entirely on what you can do about it, and nothing else. Practice mental release. If it's out of your hands, release it deliberately. Some Stoics used journaling, others used meditation. The key is making the act of letting go a conscious choice. Why does this create happiness? Because anxiety lives in the gap between reality and your desire for it to be different. The moment you accept what's outside your control, that gap closes. You can breathe again. Imagine if, starting tomorrow, you refuse to let the uncontrollable run your mind. No matter what news popped up, no matter what someone said about you, no matter what twists the day threw at you, you stayed anchored to the few things you can truly command. Your mind, your actions, your character. That's not just daily peace. That's daily strength. And it's the kind of strength no one can take from you. Rule 4. Choose response over reaction. Every day, life throws things at you. Interruptions, insults, bad news, delays, unfairness. Most people meet these moments with an instant reaction. They snap back at the rude comment. They panic at the sudden change. They get defensive, angry, bitter, without a single pause to ask, is this really how I want to respond? The Stoics saw this knee-jerk living as a dangerous way to hand over your power. Epictetus warned, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Reactions are automatic. They're driven by emotion, by habit, by that little spark of ego that hates feeling challenged. Responses, on the other hand, are deliberate. They come from a calm mind that chooses the most effective, honorable way to act, no matter the situation. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayals, political sabotage, and the constant threat of war. Imagine the pressure. Yet in his meditations, he constantly reminded himself, you always own the option of having no opinion. Things you can't control are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. This doesn't mean you become passive or emotionless. It means you insert a gap, a pause, between the event and your action. In that pause lives your freedom. Here's how to build it. The 3-breath rule. When you feel triggered, take 3 slow breaths before speaking or acting. That short pause can be the difference between escalation and wisdom. Ask the Stoic question. Will this matter a month from now? If the answer is no, let it pass without giving it your energy. Choose the highest response. Don't ask, what's the easiest thing to say right now? Ask, what's the response that aligns with the person I want to be? The truth is, anyone can be strong when things go their way. But the real measure of strength is how you carry yourself when they don't. Think about the last time you reacted in the heat of the moment. Maybe you said something you regretted, or made a choice that didn't help you. Now imagine if you had paused, taken a breath, and answered from a place of calm clarity. How much stress, conflict, and regret would that have saved you? Every time you choose response over reaction, you build a reputation with others and with yourself as someone unshakable. And that feeling, that's happiness born from self-respect. Rule 5. Live for your own approval, not the crowd's. One of the fastest ways to lose daily happiness is to let your self-worth rise and fall based on what other people think. We all feel it. That subtle pressure to be liked, to impress, to win the silent approval of people who might not even care about us. It's exhausting. And the Stoics saw it as a trap that robs you of both peace and freedom. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, yet we care more about their opinion than our own." Think about that. You will spend every second of your life with yourself. You will live with the consequences of your choices, not theirs. So why would you build your life like a stage performance for an audience that changes every day? The Stoic rule here is simple but life-changing. Live so that your own mind approves of you. And let that be enough. Here's how to apply it. Define your inner scorecard. Decide in advance what makes a good day in your eyes. Is it keeping your word, acting with kindness, facing fears? Once you know this, other people's judgments lose power over you. Separate respect from applause. Applause is fleeting, driven by trends and moods. Respect, especially self-respect, comes from living by your principles even when it's unpopular. Test your motives before acting. Ask, am I doing this because it's right, or because I want to be seen a certain way? Living for your own approval doesn't mean you ignore feedback or act arrogantly. It means you stop chasing validation like a currency and start building a life where you can look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of who I am. When you do this, something incredible happens. Criticism doesn't crush you. Because you weren't living for their praise in the first place. Praise doesn't inflate you, because you already know your worth without it. Every day becomes a chance to measure yourself against yesterday, not against the shifting standards of strangers. The result? Happiness that isn't borrowed from other people. It's yours, built from the inside out. And that's the kind of happiness no one can take away.